A solemn anniversary in Charlotte. It was 20 years ago today when Air Midwest Flight 5481 crashed at Charlotte Douglas Airport, killing all 21 people on board. The flight heading to Greenville lost control just after takeoff, stalling and crashing into this aircraft maintenance hangar. Federal investigators determined the crash was caused by maintenance failures and a lack of oversight. They say the plane was unbalanced with people and luggage, and that caused the plane to nosedive within 35 seconds of takeoff, and all of it could have been prevented. The finding was devastating to the families who lost their loved ones in that crash. A family of one victim deciding to take action in the wake of the crash and hold the airline accountable. Teresa Shepard and her husband, Pastor Doug Shepard, lost their daughter, Christiniana, in the crash. Well, they hired an attorney, and instead of seeking a typical private settlement, the family wanted the airline to admit their wrongdoing publicly. Eventually, they got just that. In May of 2005, Air Midwest issued an unprecedented public apology for that wreck. The family also credited with helping to force changes in aviation to make all flights safer for everyone. Well, 20 years now from the crash, the Shepards say they're proud of what they've been able to accomplish, but the pain of their loss still lives on.
I do think about 20 years, she was 18 when she passed. She'd be 38. I think in my mind, she probably would have 4 or 5 kids running around, and probably we would be visiting them. And so there's a loss there of what could have been, but I don't think about it a lot, but I think about it. And, she would have been a great mom. She loved children and would have been a good mom.
If you have a lot of regrets, your grief is heightened, and being able to move forward and bring something positive, being able to protect someone else and having the backup to do that has helped us not have that regret. We felt like we took a really awful situation and did the best we could with it to make the world a better, safer place. So that helps with the grieving. As far as feeling at peace, we do. But it still hurts.
Of course, 20 years later. Well, now experts say this crash was a turning point for air safety checks, paving the way for safety changes we still use to this day. Our Carolyn Bruck connects the dots.
Weight distribution plays a key role when flying. Let's connect the dots. On the morning of January 8, 2003, a small Beechcraft airplane with 21 passengers and a bunch of heavy luggage took off from Charlotte Douglas Airport. But it didn't take long after takeoff before pilots quickly lost control of the plane, stalling and crashing into an aircraft maintenance hangar, killing everyone on board. After an investigation by the NTSB, the transportation agency realized they needed to make 21 safety recommendations. Among them, adjusting the way weight on small planes is measured. If the weight of all of the passengers and the luggage isn't distributed properly, it can lead to serious problems for planes. The crash led the FAA to revise weight values for the first time since 1936. Now, instead of using averages, many small carriers will use actual weight totals, all to help protect passengers in the air and people on the ground. And that's connecting the dots.